Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin here from
The Big Jabowski.
Hope you're all doing well. In this second round I am fighting Moltylo from the guild Rhino BB5. As you can see, Moltylo runs a Darth Revan team in Arena still. He does have General Skywalker at Relic 5, but he doesn't have the relics for his clones, because he put those on characters like Droideka, Kylo Ren Unmasked, Bosk to strengthen some of his other teams. And yeah, because of that, he's struggling a little bit now to be able to field his General Skywalker team. So that's not so ideal for him. He's got 4.8 mil GP, which is about 200k more than me. So other than me, he's the lowest GP person in the group. It's nice to also fight someone who isn't 1 mil GP over me. I don't think he's attacked. He hasn't, indeed. Nothing really to say much about my defense. It's fairly similar to last time. Again, I don't expect this guy to be able to one-shot both of these teams or get through them at all. So I'm just counting on him making at least 1 or 2 mistakes over here, or maybe not even getting through. And then the rest of the zones are pretty weak. So I just randomly threw in L3 here. I wanted to have a tank with my EP. No good reason really. Like I said, it's all about these two teams. So he tends to do pretty similar stuff on defense. In this case, he's got his bounty hunters. The new team here, which is not so great because the Dooku is really slow from what I remember. And as a result, you can just kind of pick him off before anything really happens. A lot of people are always searching for the 5th character to put into this team. A tank would have been really nice, so what could give it the taunting tech, and then at least these guys could do some work while you're trying to take down that tank. But because there's no tank, you can just focus on Dooku in the beginning, or Wat himself, etc. And it's not really any kind of issue. And then the Geos over here, not much to say about that. In the bottom, he has put his Padme, which he always does, but the First Order team here, he actually changed up. So I'm not sure what to expect there. He might have his General Skywalker in the back. There's various other teams he likes to put in the back occasionally. So I'll have to see what I want to do about that. Now, because I have BB-8 under Grievous, I don't have a resistance team available to take down this team. And CLS is not a good option against such a high relic Kylo Ren Unmasked. It's doable if you don't bring C-3PO. Though I'm not quite sure at my Gear 12 if it's doable. But I won't be sending in that team. I'm just going to be using my Geonosians, which I would have also liked to use against Newt, but they'll have to do just fine over here. So I'm going to get started with that battle to not drag all this talking out so much. There we go. And it's going to be a matter of timing the specials with my spy. That's what it's all going to come down to. And hopefully I don't know yet, hopefully it's feasible to hit hard enough to be able to take him out. Because he's pretty much going to be at full health and protection the entire fight. So here it's really important to get that ability block on Kylo Ren so that he doesn't feed turn meter to everyone. Let's give this a shot already. Yeah, as you could see, that did about 30k damage. So based on how it's looking now, I feel like there's probably a high chance I'm going to time out on this guy. I was just curious what kind of damage I was going to do there, and I am not happy with what I'm seeing. But we'll have to see. Spy still needs to start building up as well. He didn't have his buffs yet, so maybe I can get him there. Alright, let's just dispel this and start going for the trooper. Now he's got some good debuffs on him, so next time I get a spy special, which is now actually, because that's why I used that one. Okay, so this was 64k, that's already a little bit better, but it's nowhere near where I need to be yet. So with him ability blocked here, I need to get an ability block on Kylo Ren if I get the chance to, but he might go before me here. Plus this guy's taunting, so yeah, he's gonna feed them turn meter. I haven't really done a whole lot, they keep going because of all the advantage. I hope I can get my Geo Brute to go with a Dispel in a second, so I can take care of that. I already used that one. Okay, no problem. Let's take him down first. Yeah, I really need some big hits to get anything done here, because all the small ones, they don't really add up enough. So let's try and do this. Stop him from taking a turn. Let's debuff him a little bit. Debuff some more. At least he doesn't heal up more than I hit, so that's good. That's kind of what I was looking for. I couldn't really tell earlier because he was almost full. I should be mindful of the time here. So I have about 2 minutes left and I still need to kill a whole bunch of characters. I kind of let them go a little bit too much there with all their advantage. So let's pick off the officer here, if I get the chance to. Let's do this. Okay, that was nice, but I kind of healed him up an incredible amount there. So the health regeneration is definitely crazy. The protection doesn't seem too bad. Okay, the cleanse came in nicely there. And now I should have my special available, and this might be the kill. Nope. That was... I don't think it was a crit, actually. Pretty low hit, only like 30k. So let's see what we can do. Maybe a little bit less talking would be good. Looks like I underestimated how long it would take me to take this team down, that's for sure. The switching is definitely annoying, and actually I should remember the defense stacking on the Kylo Ren. So I should let him take a turn soon. Yeah, that's one I had to consider. Even though it's just a gear 12 Kylo Ren, the defense stacking really does add up. Now if I get one more spy special, I'm going to be using it on Kylo to at least take him out. Pretty stupid team to lose against though, because I'm already pretty sure I won't be able to get through. Spy is just not coming around fast enough. There we go, finally. But now I might get stuck on this guy, as I don't see him taking any turns. I should probably just autoplay, because there's nothing I would play differently than the AI. I'm just hitting him. And at least when you autoplay, they make some speed. Hopefully he takes a turn at some point. But I think the turn meter removal will be too much. I should have used one of the earlier specials on him maybe, so that I wouldn't risk timing out on him. So that's pretty silly. Maybe one more special for... Ah, he's almost empty turn meter. Never mind, that's not happening. Oh, that crazy lag. Alright, well, pretty stupid timeout. Could have been avoided. I was very focused on the Kylo Ren and Mass there, and it's easy to then forget that a simple Gear 12 Kylo Ren with a Zeta as well can stop you from one-shotting it. So this is the issue here. Whenever he takes damage, he gains 50% defense stacking for one turn. And because Poggle removes turn meter, and he doesn't really take a turn, you end up not doing enough damage. And then under Kylo Ren and Mass lead, he stays alive. So you're really banking on him taking a turn and then getting a special out with your spy. So he essentially acts as somewhat of a nest here, where if you can't get the special in at the right time, then you end up getting screwed. I think maybe if I would have spent less time talking in the beginning and just hurrying up, I would have gone through this a lot quicker. Yeah, that's one of those things that you don't really think about until you turn on a recorder and you're thinking about what you want to say to people. You're not as focused on the fight. So I get that that's why some people like to just record fights and then voice over them. But for me, that's mostly not so attractive for time constraint reasons, because you basically spend twice the time on your Grand Arena that you would want, and I just don't have that kind of time laying around. But it would definitely, I think, up the quality of some of the stuff I do. Something I definitely notice when I do these streams is that I care substantially less than I did in the past. Whenever I would be like just be me in the game, I would be really focused on how exactly I want to play it. And nowadays I just find myself being like, oh, whatever, a little too often. So Thrawn, who else do I want to throw in here? because it's a pretty slow Padme from what I recall. I'll be saving Nest for the Geos. There isn't really any attractive character that I'm seeing. I could probably put in Old Ben. Chances are he's not going to do, although no, I should keep him with CLS up against the new team. What I would like to keep with my Bounty Hunters in case he sets his Night Sisters. I guess I could add in my Kylo Ren and Mass for a 2-turn irresistible stun. Why not? Let's bring him. So, Relic 6 Jedi Knight Anakin, I think I'll definitely want to fracture him before he gets too funny on me. So normally what I like to do is I like to isolate GK and fracture Padme. In the case of this fight, I'm going to isolate Padme and fracture Jedi Knight Anakin. I could probably get away with not fracturing him. But I think this is what I prefer to do. And then I'll just spend some time on GK here, which is not a problem. And this Ahsoka, because she's just gear 12, it's not an issue. If she would have been some kind of higher gear level, I would probably be getting absolutely leveled right now. But because of that, I'm okay with going with Traya here. So that's going to allow him to drain again, which is very nice. Keep focusing on GK for now. Anakin is free to go. I'm glad that was not a stun. Okay, let's see. Whoa. Now I can do the... Let me just check here real quick. Always paranoid about it that there's randomly a taunt and that I don't see it coming or something. So that's him down, and then I can start focusing on Ahsoka, though he's going to taunt if I do that. But I was hoping I would get a daze over here, because now I can fracture and then I can start focusing on her. Now, Padme is pretty harmless like this because she's really only there for herself. I can still stun her. And then what I want to try to do in the end, but I might not have enough time, I should actually already start putting that on my Thrawn, because then I can reduce the cooldowns for his turn meter swaps. Very often forget to do this until it's a little bit late. But after the first Annihilate, it's generally not so interesting to give that cooldown reduction to Nihilus anymore. Could have probably also done it without Kylo Ren and Mass, but he took quite a lot of the beating here, which is always very useful. That was a pity. That cost me a lot of protection, which is essentially a banner. Kylo Ren is going to be taunting, so he'll lose whatever I give him anyway. I still have 2 minutes, so let's see what we can do. I can even kill C-3PO if I want to, stall even longer. I definitely don't want to fracture. He's got pain. I'm actually kind of surprised he went for Thrawn there. I don't entirely understand. I must have missed something. So 1.5 minutes left. Let's at least not time out on this one. How about that? That would be smart. So I'm going to ensure that I have the Annihilate ready, just so I can end the fight whenever I need to. Although it shouldn't be an issue to burn through this GK in a minute. Then again, I didn't think it would be an issue to burn through those First Order dudes, so that also happened. Such a rookie mistake, it's funny. Doesn't matter how far you are in Grand Arena or in the game, there are just always these things that you overestimate. Ah, there we go. Dang, I had my turn meter swap available there. Bad time to fall over GK. So what do we want to do here? Is there any kind of pleb team that does not cost me too many banners? Yes, actually, my partial resistance team. So not going to be using R2 because there's really no point. I will be bringing Resistance Trooper probably just so I can dispel any kind of retribution that he gets. This should do it. I could probably leave out Race Scavenger. That's probably kind of a wasted banner, but that's fine. Because it's already going to be over here in a second. Finn's stun was really enough. These two, I could have probably done it with just the two of them, but that's okay. So what does he have in the back? His General Skywalker, that's as expected, though it's not relicked. Huh. So he actually put those resources in after a Grand Arena launched. Okay. And the Night Sisters with Nest. Oh, that should be a fun one. Alright, so that makes the choices pretty easy. That's Padme over there and then Bounty Hunters over there. Then here I can use my Nest. And then I still have my Darth Revan actually and my CLS. Let's do CLS up against this for no particular reason. Let's just get started here. I can probably do some other stuff with Darth Revan for more banners. But yeah, maybe I should do that. Instead of just rushing this, think about it for a second. CLS over here, the trio can be used, but I would need to bring Old Bandits, would be 60 banners. I'm not too excited about that. I can also save Darth Revan up against the Geos actually. I'd much rather do that than use Nest. Yeah, so let's just CLS this. And then I can see what I want to do with Malak. Because Malak would likely time out here. I think. Would he? Yeah, maybe he would get stuck not really taking a whole lot of turns. Yeah, just going to go here with CLS. I see a Watt under Newt and I want to CLS it. That's kind of my problem. But my CLS, it's just not that great of a team due to the gear levels. So I'm always very tempted to shoot stuff out. C-3PO in here, I can save R2 for my Padme. Yeah, this should get the job done. Old Ben would have been nice too. I don't really have any incentive to undersize, to be honest, so might as well do this. Get that AoE turn meter control in. That is really one of my favorite abilities in the entire game. I think it's just so ridiculously useful. Yeah, I definitely want to handle Dooku here. Let's get his turn meter down. Really, my main annoyance about this team is that you gain so much turn meter that Django can get stuck in his damage immunity. It's such a silly thing, but it can legitimately happen. So I should be wary that I let him take his turns. Ah, so ugly. So no turn meter removal here, even though I would normally do that. Let's see if Old Ben can slay a Wampa. Yes, he can. He definitely didn't get any help there. Okay, what I want to do now, actually I'm starting to have second thoughts about bringing C-3PO. If this is the second thing I time out on, I'm gonna laugh. Let's spend this move on him, and he doesn't have any turn meter yet, so I'm going to keep focusing on him. Good. That was actually a really big jump in turn meter there. And he should drop it now. There we go. So super ugly in banners because Newt getting his extortion off. but that's fine. Although, it's if CLS can get one more turn, that would be nice. Probably not. Yeah, this is gonna kill him. Too bad he won by a tiny little bit there. Ah, he had another life. I thought I already killed him once. Huh. Okay, crappy memory. And there we go. So let's fight General Skywalker because I feel like it. I've actually never fought a Gear 12 General Skywalker team with Padme. I wonder what the difference is like. I mean, everything obviously goes down quicker, but I have no idea what to expect. He still gets nice protection boosts from all of the clones, so it's not like he would be a complete walkover. Funny how he's the fastest person on their team. This guy just went with, oh, new character, give fastest mods. Already almost toppled. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty big difference. Okay, now R2 is going to smoke screen. Let's see what Echo's second AoE is going to hit for. Oh, I have PTSD from that last Grand Arena match in the last season. This should strip all of their protection. Except 5s. And Echo has a little bit left as well. Okay, 20 stacks. This should topple or kill. Nah, it doesn't yet. Then again, courage scales to whatever it is that they have, so. Let's hope I can kill Echo here. I'm not going to let him do his thing. I'm not that curious. Let's see. A group attack seems silly here. So, can we all survive? No foresight here. But he does survive it. Pretty big hit though. This won't be a kill, but Padme going after... Oh, okay. That was a kill. So yeah, pretty noticeable difference, obviously. It's just hard to estimate before and like, what's it going to be like. I wasn't worried I wouldn't win that one at any point. It's just that you don't really know how fast are you going to topple it and what are the hits like. I was mostly wondering about the second AoE from Echo, but I guess if he's not gear 13, he's missing roughly 20 speed there. So that can make the difference for him not getting there in time. So let's fight the Night Sisters next. With my Bounty Hunter's Watt. I think it makes the most sense as a choice here. I might end up losing my Watt. I can definitely... Oh, I also still have my JKR actually. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, so that's something that he changed. He always had his Grievous team on defense in the past. I guess now for the feat, he kept them for offense. So some of the stuff I did was... Well, I mean, here's really where I struggled with the Kylo Ren. Alright, well in that case, it would be silly to use my Bounty Hunter's Watt over here. I'm just going to JKR this. Then Darth Revan this one. And what do I want to do over here? Oh, I actually still have my Night Sisters for offense as well. Well, my Night Sisters are not going to do a whole lot against these teams. Sure, I can use my Night Sisters up against the Geos or something. I'm sure I can win, but it's going to be 55 banners. I think the reason I kept them for offense is because he historically went heavier on defense. I believe he always put his Darth Revan, and I wanted to have fun with another one, but he didn't do that. So, yeah, then I'm going to go over here with Jedi. Definitely undersizing this one. Although Hermit Yoda is so nice at giving me protection banners. Do I really care for that one banner leaving him out? I don't. Shaq is also nice, but let's go without him. Now I'm sure I'll get someone who thinks, oh, he didn't put Jolie in the second slot. Well, I mean, if they manage to kill my Jolie, then I think I've lost anyway, right? Oh, pretty slow kill there. Very useful Asajj. That was, yeah, I'm sure your team's very happy about that amazing dispel just before all of the buffs come in. So that's a kill. Now we can go for old Daka. Should have put Grandmaster Yoda in the second slot so I can actually click on him. Yeah, I do want to kill her first. Let's see. That's what I was hoping for. One thing I didn't really consider is there's still this feat going on, right? Last time I think I actually got seven kills with a fleet commander, which was partially with my GK up against the Night Sister team there, where I farmed zombie for a bit in the end to recover all of my protection. And partially from Grievous, I guess. Not too much, but I did a little bit. Everyone should already have the protection. Actually, does Jolie? I don't know if he does. Don't think he does. Let's do this. Then I can call Jolie for an assist, and that should fill up his protection. Or close-ish. Maybe this one does it. Yep. But yeah, I think I had 7 back then. I didn't even check now. I don't know if my GK killed anyone. Probably not. But that's actually a feat that I'm relatively close to. I didn't even check this time, but apparently I did this one with CLS and Han. Yeah, I'm on 7 there. So still 10 days to go, or 9, whatever. So this one might be doable, especially if I fight another night team like the one that I did. Oh, I always do this. Instead of clicking on overview, I go all the way out. So over here, let's use Dark Revan here then, and then do something with the Bosk. Pretty tempting to use my Night Sisters. Wondering if I can do something fun with like Malak and Asajj and Spirit or something. Is there any kind of fun combination that I can get high banners with here? How fast is the Bosk? Let's check that for starters. And how tanky? Bit too tanky for my Spirit, unfortunately. And very high tenacity. So he's slow. The thing is, if I send my Night Sisters in and I drop someone to very low health and protection, then I can follow up with Talzin and I can pretty much dominate this team. But if they get one AoE off, which there are 2 characters for, I bleed so many banners that it's just not really worth messing around with. So I probably won't end up using that one. And I definitely don't want to do Geos, because Geobrute's Alpha's first move is definitely going to be the AoE, and there's just no protection recovery on the team. He is slow though. That he is. So I could dispel. Could I one-shot Geobrute Alpha? Also a fun question. 120k. I could get close. Okay, I want to do this. Now, normally seeing you would use Talzin up against Geos, but I need to use my Assage to get the offense bonus. So that's what I'll do. I dispel the Brute, then I try to one-shot Alpha here. If I fail, then I do still trigger Mother Talzin to do a group attack, and then that second attack should take him out. Now I think I could probably even do this one without Oldaka, and just throw in Watt to keep my zombie taunting, but I don't think I want to do anything like that. Let's just go in with these guys. Also because the group attack from Talzin will then trigger, like, call in all of these. Yeah, I just want to know if I'm able to do this. Just curious. Yeah, Spirit's slightly faster than Assage here because of this stealth on Spy. I had not considered that. Well, this is going to have the same effect as on the Brute, except here I kill. Would help a lot if this was a stun. Probably won't be a stun. So let's go for Poggle actually, because he has substantially less tenacity. But of course he dodges. Oh, Poggle, my friend. Twice. You're kidding me. Okay, let's see if this one can stun then. So yeah, this is gonna get ugly. I hope I can at least stop the Brute from taking the turn, so that I don't lose all of my banners, but seems a bit unlikely. AoE seems pretty nice here to reduce all of their turn meter. Yes. Good. That looks a lot more like it. Right, Sunfac does counters. And Zombie is not going to taunt for the rest of the fight anymore. While the Plague here is still doing work. That should be a kill now. So yeah, nice to do a scientific experiment, but there's the part where you need to think through the speeds as well. Man, this Poggle, he's dodged me 3 times now. What is up with him? I know he's got some dodge chance, but he's pushing the limit here. Let's see what we can hit this guy for. 126. Well, 58, I'll take it. And then I'm just going to use Dark Revan on these. The 3 of these should get the job done, I think. I can add Malak. I can add what? But why? Yeah, Malak doesn't really add too much that I need here. But let's add him anyway. Maybe to get extra damage in on that Boba. What is also pretty tempting, just to try to recover some banners, but he wouldn't recover anything on himself, and I just end up losing it there, probably. So, we'll see. I don't know if they're going to end up taking any turns either. The Fear is handy, but we'll see. So this is not quite what I had in mind. I didn't think he was going to go this offense heavy, mostly because he has set almost identical defense for quite a while. But I guess he saw me and realized he had to do something different. Let's see if I can stun him. Okay, target you. That's Dengar gone. I was hoping I could kill Boba there before he would get death marked, but the damage wasn't high enough. So he gets an attack in, but my HK can fortunately recover. maybe eventually at some point. I was hoping that would be an ability block. There we go. That's still 61. Okay. I'll take that. And then the fleet, what has he done? Alright, wedge and bakes, you don't see that very often. So what did I do? I kept my negotiator for offense, I don't even remember sometimes. Okay. So, about 414 KGP. Let's push the limit a little bit on this one. I'll go in with these two. I do think I need to add my what am I looking for? Galactic Republic. I do think I need to add my Y-Wing to taunt, and then reinforcement of blow, and that should do the job. Don't think 5s adds that much here, but we'll see what exactly the reinforcements are. Obviously Phantom's going to be called in first, and likely Ghosts, and I don't think the fight will get beyond that, so we'll see. Let's go for, might as well go for Wedge first, but I do not crit, because now, yeah, I was hoping that would happen. Good. Okay. Dispel the twirly thing. So this should top up my protection on the Y-Wing, I think. Yeah. Does this recover any protection? It's just protection up. That doesn't count. So let's just kill with blow. How often do you get to kill a Millennium Falcon with blow? There we go, 68. That's pretty nice. Got to make up some of the banners I lost and goofing around a bit. So 1910, not a particularly high score. If I wouldn't have lost the, what was it, like 18 banners there or something, then I would have had a much better score, but I don't really foresee him having the chance to beat this. I'm not going to check back in towards the end to add that into the video and stuff. I'm just going to render it now, put it out, and I'll just show you in the next round what he did. But yeah, it's just like he's kind of outmatched. Though maybe he has a fighting chance after I messed up on that Kylo Ren. Up against my General Skywalker, he still has his Darth Revan team. Even if he one-shots that, it might be ugly, but maybe he can undersize a lot of my other teams and get some good banners over there. He still has JKR, he still has his Grievous, so he could mirror match mine, I suppose, because his JKR is just got Grandmaster Yoda relic. It won't be strong enough to take out my Grievous team, that's why I put it like that. He also still has CLS, so he can definitely get through Grievous. So yeah, we'll see how exactly he does. Alright, take care everyone. I hope you have a good Grand Arena round. I hope you're all doing well in these crazy times. And I'll see you all again soon for the finale.